Stars in Their Eyes. Please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly.
Welcome to Stars in Their Eyes, and after 10 years of Stars, what pop poltergeists must haunt this studio? Some say on late nights when the music's over and the spontaneous laughter and joy of our studio audience has finally been beaten out of them. A silence not heard since my last comedy monologue descends. And on those nights, some claim to hear the eerie sound of Joe Shut-Up-Your-Face Dolce wafting through the corridors as he delivers another pizza. Tonight, we're in contact with 5 stars of the ether, a Latin heartthrob, a soul legend, a drama queen, a sex star, and a baited beauty. So who's the first doppelganger of the Doors? Introduce yourself, please. Star guest number 1.
My name's Kevin Beckett. I'm 30 years old and I come from Stockport. I work for the CIS, the Cooperative Insurance Society in Manchester, and I've been here now for the last 12 years. I work in the solicitors department and my main duties are supporting the PC users. I met my fiancée Julie actually through work. I basically ground her down and nagged her into going out with me, and I guess it sort of blossomed since then because she's still with me after 12 years, so I must be doing something right. I've been in bands on and off since I was about 13, much to the annoyance of my parents when I lived at home. Never got anywhere or anything like that, we just basically used to make a lot of noise.
Have you had an email?
The band that I was in when I was about 17 was called Rain. There was another band in Manchester at the same time called Rain. We ended up splitting up and the other band ended up changing their name to Oasis. I'm really excited about appearing. Doing the full Tonight Matthew I'm Gonna Be and coming through the doors. After watching it for so long and seeing so many other people doing it, it's going to be so bizarre that I'm going to actually be doing it myself. I think the main thoughts going through my mind when I come through the doors, don't forget the words, don't forget your dance steps.
And before that, don't forget your name, mate. Here's a reminder, it's Kevin Beckett. Now, you're well used to appearing on a stage on your own, aren't you?
Yes.
Tell me about your first appearance.
My first appearance. Yeah, it was the school nativity play. I was 7, and I was supposed to sort of go on stage with 7 other shepherds, and I kind of went early onto the stage, and I got on stage, turned round to face the audience, and realised I was all on my own.
Oh. They're very sentimental, I'm sorry.
Well, the teacher started playing the piano, and I expected somebody to come and rescue me, you know, from the audience, another teacher, and they just left me there.
And you stood up?
I just stood up.
Entirely on your own?
And like a natural-born performer, I burst into tears.
It's not going to happen tonight. Trust me. Tell me about the person you're going to be tonight.
Right, OK. At the age of 12, he was in a boy band called Menudo. He then moved on to an American soap opera called General Hospital.
Yes.
And last year, he had a huge selling song which started a massive Latin wave of music in this country.
So tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin! Shaking his bonbons tonight, singing live, Kevin Beckett is Ricky Martin!
Superstition, black cats and blue ties. I feel a premonition. That girl's gonna make me fall. She's in some new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got a new addiction for every day and night. She make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. Make you woke up in New York City in a funky cheap hotel. She took my heart and she took my money. She must have slept with a sleeping pill. She never drinks the water, makes you order French champagne. Once you've had a taste of her, you'll never be the same. Or she'll make you go insane. Come on, upside, inside out. Living la vida loca. She pushing for you down. Living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red. Her skin's the color of mocha. She will wear you out. Living la vida loca. Upside, inside out. Living la vida loca. She pushing for you down. Living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red. Her skin's the color of mocha. She will wear you out. Living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. Gaga la vida loca. Gaga la vida.
Good job, you had the dancers there.
yes.
You come out here on your own, you might have run off crying. You did say on the film, though, that you've seen so many people go through those doors and you'd always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So, was it up to your expectations?
It was absolutely brilliant, seriously. Anybody who's thinking about it, go for it.
Hey!
The best 2 days of your life.
Good for you. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Beckett as Ricky Martin. Ricky lives La Vida Loca on alternate Thursdays when the church hall is free. Our next star guest lives La Vida Loca every night, but tonight her life's gone completely bonkers. With success on a plate, here's star guest number 2.
My name is Fiona Charlotte Harriet. I'm 32 and I live in Newtown, Birmingham. I live with my son Michael, who's 7. I work at a local Caribbean restaurant. We have a lot of traditional Caribbean meals. We have curry goat. We have a dish called ackee and saltfish. Right now I'm excited about lots of things coming on the show, trying on the dresses, especially the guy who measured me up for the dresses. The way he's described it, the materials he's going to use. He's even going so far as to buy my underwear, you know. It's going to be great. I just can't wait for the moment. If I could dedicate my performance to anyone, it would be my son and my mum and dad. Because my dad has no belief in me. He didn't think I could ever make it in the music business. But now I can say, Dad, see, I've done it. Even if I was star only for a night, I've done it.
So watch closely, Dad. This one's for you and the other 10 million of us. Please welcome Fiona Harriet. You're not just in this gospel choir, are you?
No.
You are the lead singer.
Yes, I am.
Of the gospel choir. So
That's
you
right.
really know what you're doing, don't you?
Well, not exactly, Matthew. There was a time when I was getting ready to do a huge concert, and while I was getting prepared, I was listening to Whitney. I was listening to her so much that when I got to the concert, they called the choir, everyone was cued. And
What number were you going to do?
well, I can't remember the number, but I came out singing It's Not Right, But It's Okay. The whole choir just turned and looked at me like...
And Whitney Houston is a very big clue about the person that you're going to be tonight, isn't she?
That's right.
Tell me a little bit more about her.
Well, her career started back in the 60s with Bacharach and David. She's also worked with Barry Manilow, Elton John, and Luther Vandross. She's also the cousin of Whitney Houston.
And that's the clue, which will give it away. So tell us who you're going to be tonight, Fiona.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Dionne Warwick.
Dionne Warwick! Great soul food to great soul song tonight. Singing live, Fiona Harriet is Dionne Warwick!
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry,
Now, your son Michael wants to come on this show, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
And how old is he now?
9.
He's 9 years old. So, Michael, in about 10 years, when you're ready, this is the kind of standard that you've got to get to. And I want to share something, not only with Michael, but with the rest of the audience here. You don't like to talk really very much, do you? No. No. Not only is Fiona one of the quietest girls we've ever had here, and one of the most talented, she's also one of the sweetest girls we've had here, and we love you. Ladies and gentlemen, Fiona Harriott is Dionne Warwick! We'll see you after the break with more memorable musicians singing totally live. You know, every year people say to me, are the star guests miming? And every year I say no. Every song is sung 100% live. In fact, the only person who's allowed to mime on this stage is me. So, welcome back to Stars in Their Eyes. Tonight, we've got a song in our heart, a smile on our face, and a twinkle in our toes. I'm sorry, that's an old Tonight with Trevor McDonald script. That's better. Coming up, a singing superstar with a familiar voice and a brand new face. And that new face belongs to star guest number 3.
My name's Tracy Shield. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Coventry. I live with my mum and my mad budgie, who thinks he's a footballer and has got a complete fetish for crisps. My job is in promotions. It's just a fabulous job. I get to go all over the country and meet so many different people. When I do get some spare time, I love to watch videos, especially the Star Wars trilogy I've got on video, because I am a Star Wars fanatic. I know all the lines. I do think I'm Princess Leia. I put 2 bagels on my head. It's a dream come true. I've watched it for 10 years now, and you never think one day that's going to be you up there. You always hope, but you never think it's going to happen.
And after 10 years on the other side of the screen, it's finally happened for Tracy Shield. Oh, look! Congratulations on the blonde. It's very nice. It really does suit you. Now, I did see in the audience your fella Neil. Yeah. Now, I know he's a very good-looking chap, but what was it attracted you to that man?
Well, he was a children's entertainer at Holiday Park, and I loved the way he was on stage, especially with the children. I spent ages trying to get his attention. He just seemed to ignore me all the time. And then I found out that he actually did like me, but he thought that he didn't stand a chance with me.
And that's why he ignored you? Oh. Oh. So how did you get him to snog you in the end, then?
We've both got very drunk.
Oh.
And we went down to a beach at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Never fails, does it? Well done. And did you get a marriage proposal?
Yes.
That's the way to do it. Well. So, tell me a little bit about the person you're going to be tonight.
Well, her record sales are over 80 million worldwide. She's married to her manager and she's expecting her first child.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Celine Dion.
Celine Dion! It's all coming back to us as tonight, singing live, Tracy Shield is Celine Dion!
There were nights when the wind was so cold. Wasn't there to such just listen to it right outside the window. There were days when the sun was so cruel that the tears turned to dust, and I just knew my eyes were drying up forever. I finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember when or where I am. And I banished every memory you and I had ever made. when you touch me like this and you hold me like that, I just have to admit that it's all coming back to me. When I touch you like this and I hold you like that, it's so hard to believe, but it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There are moments of gold and there are flashes of light. There are things that never do again, but then they always seem right. There are nights of endless pleasure, so much more than any love's allowed. Baby, baby, if you touch me like this, and if you hold me like that, it was going the wind, but it's all coming back to me. If you see me like this, and if I see you like that, then you see what you want. It's all coming back to me. I can barely recall, but it's all coming back to me now. If you forgive me all this, and I forgive you all that, we forgive and forget, and it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back to me now. And if we do it like this, it's all coming back to me now. And if we
You've got to get out of perfume and into performing. I'm sorry. Oh, how does this compare with Broadway? Tracy's been on Broadway, you know. Tell him what you did on Broadway.
I sang in a karaoke cafe.
You see, it counts. It still counts. Well, I'm delighted that you're a Star Wars fan, because I managed to get a special message to you from Chewbacca. He said, "Oh!" Ladies and gentlemen, Tracy Shield as Celine Dion! Now we're moving north of the border to Glasgow for 2 Scots for the price of 1, the star and the star guest. This guy put the saxophone on the map, and if you're not up on Saxon rock and roll, here's some more clues from star guest number 4.
My name is Scott Rumsby, 29 years old. I come from Auchinleirn in Glasgow. I live with my girlfriend Marion and my 2 sons, Scotty, who's 5, my newborn boy, Sonny, who's 16 days old. As a family, we usually go into Glasgow city centre and feed the pigeons and whatnot and get traipsed round the shops by Marion. I write my own songs, mostly dance, instrumental songs, with little success. Couldn't believe it when I got the phone call to say I was going to be on the show. I'd actually just woken up out of sleep, and when I put the phone down, I started to doubt myself whether the phone had rang or I'd just dreamt it. And I had to wait like a couple of days till the letter to come through just to confirm, because everybody I've told, they can't believe that I'm going to be on the TV, so they've all had a wee dig at me and took the mickey a wee bit. But it's all in good nature, and everybody's pleased for me.
And they'll be eating their words after this, so please welcome Scott Rumsby. Anyway, beautiful baby, very beautiful baby. But I want you to just describe what happened when the first baby was born, Scotty.
Well, New Year's Day in 1994, Mary woke me up 6 o'clock in the morning. Scott, I think I'm labour. I think I'm in labour. I just thought the covers over myself and back to sleep. I'm too drunk to do it. I've been out all night,
Well,
night
fancy
before.
going into labour on New Year's Day. I mean, how selfish is that? For heaven's sake? I mean, how are you psyching yourself up for this show?
Well, amongst other things, I've not had a drink for a month. So...
Oh, now, how impressed are we? Well, now's the time to go into labour. Really? Not had a drink for a month? Yeah. Good for you. Well done. What are you going to do after the show? Me both, I can tell you. Tell me a little bit about the person you're going to be.
Well, the guy I'm going to be started in a band with Billy Connolly called the Humble Bums. He then went on to form a band called Steelers Wheel with Joe Egan, and his songs are featured in some major Hollywood films: Reservoir Dogs, Good Will Hunting, Local Hero.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Jerry Rafferty.
Jerry Rafferty! To a London street via a Manchester studio. Tonight, singing live, Scott Rumsby is Jerry Rafferty!
Winding your way down Baker Street, riding your head in bed on your feet. Well, another crazy day. You're drifting out away and forget about everything. This city desert makes you feel so cold. He's got so many people, but he's got no soul, and it's taking you so long to find out you were wrong when you thought it held everything. You used to think that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. Another year and then you'll be happy. Just one more year and then you'll be happy. But you're crying now. Way down the street, there's a lot in his place. He opens the door, he's got that look on his face, and he asks you where you've been. You tell him who you've seen, and you talk about anything. He's got this dream about buying some land. He's gonna give up the booze and the one-night stands, and then he'll settle down. It's a quiet little town and forget about everything. But you know he'll always keep moving. You know he's never gonna stop moving, 'cause he's rolling, he's the rolling stone. When you wake up, it's a new morning. The sun is shining, it's a new morning. And you're going home. You're going home.
Your mates will never take the mickey again, I'm telling you. Everybody remembers that song for the saxophone riff, but the star of that performance was really your voice. And do you know what you have earned tonight? Let me show you. Together, I think so. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Rumsby as Jerry Rafferty. Jerry made his name through one of the greatest sax solos of all time, and after the break, our next star made her name through pure vanity, but not her own. And as I said to the mirror only this morning, never become vain, Matthew, you glorious beardy creature, you. We're back in a couple of minutes, which just gives me time to get petal fresh and party pretty for part 3. Bye. The Stars in Their Eyes. We've already seen 4 heavenly harmonisers to be joined by one more twinkling star on the show that is a universe of pop, a galaxy of talent, exploding singing supernovas and musical meteors hurtling down the Milky Way of human kindness. Just stick with this. It took us ages. It's really good. The doors are about to open for the last time, so to celebrate, let's go for a bevy with star guest number 5.
My name's Penny Scanlon. I'm 43 years of age. I live on the Woodchurch near Birkenhead and I'm married to Barry. He's my 5th husband. I've been married to him for 3 years. And the funny thing, how we met is that we booked him to play at the wedding of my 4th husband, but I much prefer number 5 to number 4. I often go down to my local, do some karaoke, have a few drinks with my friends because they do a lovely slush and play pool to whenever it closes. I never thought about applying for Stars in Their Eyes. It was my mum, who's very, very forceful, although she's only 5 foot, who nagged and nagged and nagged me until I did. Now I've reached this stage, I'm really pleased about it because I thought I was going to just do karaoke in pubs and stuff, and at least I can say, like, I've been on telly, Stars in Their Eyes, met Matthew. I'm really chuffed about it.
Nice to see she's got her priorities right. So let's welcome Penny Scanlon. I know you're all gagging to know, aren't you? So, tell me about your husbands. I knew it. Husband number 1?
Too young.
Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? Husband number 2?
Well, we call him the alien because he went up to his mothership with the Grand Prix videos and disappeared.
I see.
Yeah.
Husband number 3?
Fed up of waking up with him.
Oh, I see. Husband number 4?
He was the idiot that introduced me to husband number 5.
This is going well for you, isn't it, Barry? He's the one, you can definitely tell. I hesitate to ask this, but have you got any advice for a happy marriage?
Yeah. Change.
Change seems like a good idea. Oh, it's working for you, isn't it? Tell me a bit about this person you're going to be tonight.
She was married to James Taylor, the singer-songwriter. She'd done a Bond theme tune, The Spy Who Loved Me, and she had a hit in the 70s, the song that I'm doing tonight, which is supposed to be about Warren Beatty.
Tell us who you're going to be, Penny.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Carly Simon.
Carly Simon! And Simon says you're so vain as tonight, singing live, Penny Scanlon is Carly Simon!
Probably
I bet you there's 4 ex-husbands out there looking really sick now. To be honest with you, I'd marry you myself after that. Do you know this was a woman who used to do karaoke with her back to the audience? That's right, Barry, isn't it? Well, I'd like to thank your mother for nagging you to come here.
Right.
Well done.
Okay.
And don't ever turn your back on an audience again. Ladies and gentlemen, Penny Scanlon as Carly Simon! The audience are itching, but that's nothing to do with me. It's nearly time for that all-important vote to decide which of our star guests is going through to the live grand final. Before the vote, here's a reminder of all 5. First, Kevin Beckett was Latin lover boy Ricky Martin. Then Fiona Harriott was soul diva Dionne Warwick. Tracy Shield brought it all back as Celine Dion. Scott Rumsby put Baker Street on the map as Jerry Rafferty. And it wasn't about us, it was about her when Penny Scanlon was Carly Simon. Studio audience, cast your votes now. And while they're voting, it's time for emoting with our star guests backstage.
When I went out, I could not believe the reaction of the crowd, and like the dancers were there and everything. It's just brilliant.
It's been absolutely fantastic, you know, just seeing me come to life as this woman, you know, trying on the wig and everything. I think it's really tops.
It just makes you feel so special, and the whole experience has just been very magical.
When I got down there, it's sort of mixed emotions, so now I feel great, so I'm glad I've done it.
The crowd tonight, when you walk through the doors, makes it all worthwhile. It really does.
So who is tonight's winner? Is it Ricky Martin, Dionne Warwick, Celine Dion, Jerry Rafferty, or Carly Simon? And the winner is Celine Dion! How does this feel?
I think I'm going to faint.
We can do the love that. I know.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness is right. Doesn't this beat the Karaoke Cafe on Broadway? Oh, no.
Yes.
After this, it'll be the real thing on Broadway, I think.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. It's what you want, isn't it? Oh, you want it so much, don't you? Yeah. Every show, our studio audience have to make a tough decision, and this week is no exception, but an exceptional performance has put Tracy in the running to be a champion. I'll be back next week. Celine Dion will be back in the live grand final, but until then, I'll leave you with Tracy Shield as Celine Dion. Good night.
There were nights when the wind was so cold that my body froze in bed as I just listened to it right outside the window. There were days when the sun was so cruel that all tears turned to dust.
If you've got the voice, we've got the stage. For details on how you could be walking through those famous doors on the next series of Stars in Their Eyes, phone 0870 400 4000 for an application form or see teletext on ITV, page 128 for more information.
And I banished every memory you and I had ever made. But when you touch me like this and you hold me like that, I just have to admit that it's all coming back to me. When I touch you like this and I hold you like that,
Stars in Their Eyes, sponsored by BT.